れがスーパーサイヤ人ゴッド。こんな世界があったなんてよ。
これも人間らしくていいな。
悟空悟空さん
悟空
孫悟空さん
父さん
悟空
あとは頼んだぞ。
Hello, and welcome back to another Dokkan battle video. What today is day? Day 4? Whatever. Yesterday, I remembered, or at least I looked, and we found that God Goku is actually on the Glorio team. Now, that makes such a big difference for him, by the way. Just want to point that out. Because the Glorio team has so much goddamn, like, support. We're gonna be able to make him look really, really good, and we won't have to use like the Roshi team, which is like significantly harder to use in a lot of fights because of how that team is just kind of built. Now we could definitely do the Roshi team and it would work out perfectly fine. We wouldn't have any issues, right? But like that team is very hard to get moving because rotations are very, very important with that team. But we won't have to worry about that. We're just going to go ahead and do things how we're going to do things. Now, I think we're probably just going to have God Goku kind of floating around. Right? I did kind of want to try to have him on rotation, but he doesn't really, like, work as a rotational unit. Like, yeah, he does stack up a bunch, and I feel like tomorrow I'll probably go ahead and have him. We'll go and do one of those, like, really, really long fights and just see how much we can stack up with him. I don't know what team would be best for that. Like, I really don't. Like, maybe actually we could use his own team, pair him up with, like, I don't know, Tech Gogeta and HLR Gohan and just stack for 10 years and see what happens. I'm sure that'll be completely fine. We wouldn't have any issues with that at all. Right? The issue is, it's just that, like, stacking characters, there's always going to be variance, right? It's inevitable. Because it is entirely based on, one, are they super attacking? Two, are they actually hitting all their hit percentages and supers when there should be, like, everything that, like, that kind of goes into it? You do kind of have to think about that. Do remember that he's not on the 200% lead here, by the way. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. Now that we're getting Glorios in here, things are going to look quite nice. One of my favorite things about like Super Easy into Gohan, by the way, which we are using specifically because he's a support unit, right? That I can just like have on rotation and he'll do completely fine. The point being, we are going to be doing like a lot of stuff with him, and I like that he like doesn't need his like full keyboard. I can just like save orbs and use it for other characters. I only have him like what 55%, I think, so he's never gonna look that crazy, but he's very good still. You know, guarding, dodging, the usual, the vibes, right? What you can expect from a good unit at this point. If you're guarding and you're dodging, you're probably gonna be really good for a really long time. Like, let's just be real. That's kind of why like a unit like God Goku is, or I guess was, just really, really powerful for damn near like 2 whole years, man. Like, let's be honest, we're moving into 2025, right? And the likelihood that he stays dominant is probably not very high. But like, well, I guess I can't even really say dominant. I would just probably say like usable. Like, he's a solid choice, right? That you can just kind of toss on your team, and provided he gets those 6 orbs, he's gonna perform the same way he's performed his entire lifespan. Which is, he's a 60% dodge character who has guard. And you can't really go wrong with that. You really can't. It's like, it's really hard to like have that be bad, right? Really, really hard. Like, really, really hard. What I'll probably do is probably leave God Goku on rotation. We don't really have like a lot of good linking partners with him on this team. I guess like the UI's kind of, right? But I'll probably leave him on rotation. so that way we can see him kind of have the domain buff, have the Glorio support, have the... actually, we can't really get its Ultimate Gohan support with him, right? Because we're going to want to have Glorio. But yeah, we'll probably just like kind of leave it like that and just see what happens. He's more than likely just going to do pretty good. Like, it's hard to, like, for me to be negative about God Goku in any way, shape, or form. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. What the hell? Come on, Glorio. Come on, buddy. We need to be actually hitting the super attacks. Everybody's failing for me today. Not good start to the video. Kinda questionable with that. We shouldn't one-shot this guy, like, when he goes into the tech phase. Especially because, like, I want to have Tech UI out. Like his big domain buff. Okay, additional normal. That's actually good for us that we didn't kill here. Like, completely fine. Alright. What are his stats looking like now with double Glorio up and with into Ultimate Gohan support? 400k. That's not bad. Like, that's not bad at all. And then let's just go ahead and get him a couple more stacks. That way he's built up a little bit for next turn. I thought these guys linked a little bit. I thought they would have, like, Onma Family. No, I guess I don't think Onma Family existed when this unit came out. I guess they do share 4 links, though, so thank you for the dodges, Goku. 8 million. Not impressive at all, really. He won't... I could have brought Roshi onto the team as well. Right, that was, like, another option. There's the additional super attack buff, like, where I believe it's where he protects 4 or 5 times and he gets a massive attack buff. But yeah, I was saying I could have brought Roshi on the team, and like we could use like his active. The only problem with that is like he wouldn't have like any of the Peppy Gal parts of his kit, right? So that'd be a little bit lacking, but something. Oh. I mean, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Type disadvantage. This is what, turn 4? I mean, we take it. He didn't die. I guess we can point that against him. He didn't die. He didn't do too good either. I probably won't. Oh wait, we have this on still. I kind of forget that we have those on. You know, I haven't shown his active skill, like animation, in the week yet. So maybe we'll do it then. maybe I will. I don't want to go too crazy here. I kind of just want to hope that HLUI just kind of like dies. Right. That'd be better. Honestly, to be honest. 'Cause I don't want to kill here. I want to just like let stuff happen. Or like the biggest thing about God Goku, let me actually bring him up here. That way I can like look at his I don't really remember the Super Saiyan form pretty much at all because I've never used it. Like his Super Saiyan form has always been like completely terrible. Let me actually look at this here. What was a critical hit for 3 turns? 159% attack, that's 100%. 70% dodge before attacking. Then he gets it's always just been not very good. It's a really short passive for a 2023 character, especially in comparison to his base passive. Where I mean, to be fair, the entirety of his kit is like all his intro. So. Wow, that is such a... I didn't realize how terrible of a passive that was. Activates the entrance animation once only. Attack was 100% when performing a super attack and randomly changes keys to a certain type. This included a fizz for 6 turns from start to turn when there are 6 or more superclass allies on the team. That's rough. I can see that this guy, right? Remember, he's going to be in EZA range next year, right? In 2026. I could see his EZA being like God level, especially if they increase the amount that he gets like buffs from his super attack. No, he's in the form now. I don't really care for him to actually do anything with it. Right, to show that the 70% dodging. I just wanted to show the animation because I did play it the first day. I didn't play the animation. I used it, and then it just went off. Right, which is like, not what I was supposed to do, but it's what happened. We don't talk about that. 500k defense is really not great. Especially considering he doesn't really do anything in this form. He just has dot. Like the way that this was supposed to work back in the day in 2023, if you guys weren't playing, goddamn 2 years ago at this point, was you would stack up a bunch and then use the active skill as like a finishing attack, and then you would hopefully kill whatever enemy you were fighting before the turn ended. And that was it. That's all you did. But, like, he doesn't do any damage anymore, so it's not, like, something that's gonna be really that big of a deal. Right? Like, you're not gonna really get a whole lot of actual use out of that. So it's not, like, something that I can, like, say, oh, well, it was still kind of... No. Not really. It's very mediocre. It doesn't do a whole lot. It doesn't... His passive isn't very good when he's transformed. He's objectively significantly better in his base form. I really don't understand what they were doing with this part of this kit. Like, I get it was supposed to be like a finisher, but it's not really even that good of a finisher because it didn't hit that hard anyway. Right? Like, as you guys saw, he was hitting higher attack stats when we were in the god form. Alright, so it's not like it helped that much. Right? I can see when he EZAs, because he's eventually going to EZA, I could easily see him having a really, really, really crazy like passive for that. Like, because he already basically has guaranteed crit on the active skill, right? And for the entire turn of his first active skill turn, I could see him being like the blue fusions, I guess, where the turn that they transform, he just has like 100% dodge, and he's just like shooting out like 4 super attacks guaranteed crit. I could easily see that happening, right? And then you keep his like base form pretty similar. You make him like Tekken Ultimate Gohan, where he can now super attack 4 times instead of just 3 times, right? Make his probably I would want them to make his stacks better, right? Make it 50-50 instead of 20-20, right? That would be really, really good. Seeing how powerful, by the way, Kid Buu and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, their EZAs got announced last night. Bless up Global for finally actually tweeting it. But like, they're ridiculous. If that's the power of 2025 EZAs, 2026 EZA is going to be ridiculous. Also, I think it'd be really, really funny if Raditz became the best unit in the game. Just saying. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.